Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get right into the weekly love outlook for Sagittarius. Alright, Sagittarius, my brothers and sisters, my regulars know I am a Sagittarius. I have 4 planets in Sagittarius, so pretty full on. And I love doing readings for my fellow Sagittarians. So here we go. This is a relationship outlook for this week, August 30th to September 6th. And we're going to just take a look at what this relationship entails, what's going on this week, what the weekly snapshot is. So start off with your oracle cards of darkness and light. And then I'll pull out cards for you and your person from the traditional Rider-Waite deck. All right, guys? So let's get right into Sagittarius. See what kind of spirits are helping you out this week. Spirit of the stranger, spirit of the wolf, and spirit of the crow. Wow. Well, the crow is a strong totem spirit, oracle spirit in many decks, many cultures, many philosophies. Spirit of the crow. We're talking about messages coming in, right? Prophecy, messages. Here we're talking about bad luck. In this deck, it can be bad luck, but I hate to give this crow the bad rap. It is generally just messages, right? Coming in from fate, destiny, prophecy, things that are almost sort of destined based on how much, you put into that. Spirit of the wolf, the loner, right? Depending on your instincts, being a little bit fierce, being a bit of a loner this week. And then spirit of the stranger also coming in, meaning someone you're not really sure of. You don't know. There's warning signs. Maybe you don't know them so well. It's time to be cautious because there's something about someone that you're not knowing, that's strange to you, that is something you're not aware of, that you should be cautious. All right, so there's that energy coming in. Let's see what kind of relationship you're having this week, Sagittarius. Show me. Alright, show me what's going on for my beautiful Sagittarians. This week we're talking about August 30th to September 6th in this relationship. Show me. Alright, your person is resonating with sun energy. You're resonating with the star. Beautiful. They see you as a 4 of cups and you see them as a king of cups. They desire 3 of pentacles and you desire 5 of cups. What needs to happen is magician for them and for you 4 of wands. Bottom of the deck we have 5 of pentacles. So 5 of Pentacles is a loss, right? A financial loss, a power struggle that someone has lost, and now they're kind of paying the price financially. They're having to rebuild themselves after this loss because now they're back to square one. The loss may have caused them to, be destitute, really have to struggle now in a way that they haven't had to before, right? So we're talking, this can come out of all kinds of power dynamics that have sort of come to a head. In a relationship, it can come out of a marriage or divorce or separation where one person comes out and has to really rebuild themselves. But the one good thing about 5 of Pentacles energy is that it is generally an energy that, yes, it starts off rough. There's a lot of work you have to do to put back into sort of rebuilding yourself, but new opportunities will make themselves known and present to you in such a way that they wouldn't have before. All right, guys, so it's very, it's hard at first, but it's definitely 10 steps forward energy. So Sagittarius, let's get right into it. So your person is coming in with sun energy. You're coming in with the star this week. This is really lovely. The star is the card for Aquarius and tarot. The sun is sometimes associated with Leo energy. But in general, your person is coming in with sun energy this week, which means they're all about being the center of attention. They're going to make themselves known to you. They are, in general, center of attention, right? They're the type of individual that is really loves to be in a spotlight, very charismatic, very artistic, very buoyant, all of the things we kind of associate with Leo energy, right? Even though in tarot, strength card is the card for Leo, but Leo is also associated with sun energy. Here we're talking about someone also who's just really gone through a moment of clarity. They feel extremely happy. The sun brings happiness, it brings progression, it brings clarity, it brings growth. Your person is resonating with all of this week. You're resonating with the star. So you're kind of coming into the week really sort of recalibrating everything you're doing to make sure that you are in line with your dreams and what your goals are, what you're trying to achieve. The star is all about constantly sort of feeding that energy, constantly fertilizing the ground in which we're trying to manifest things, right? The ground being the earth of our reality. So we're constantly checking in. It's the process of checking in emotionally. It's the process of, you know, sometimes recalibrating your focus, recalibrating your energies and all of that so that you know you're focusing on the right things that are going to bring you what you ultimately are desiring and wanting, right? And this is a really conscientious process that has to happen, because a lot of times when we don't do that, we can really go off sort of, you know, off goal or off, you know, off the rail. I don't want to say off the rails because that implies crazy, like off, you know, manic or something, but just off track, off goal. You know what I'm saying? We have an eye on our certain prize that we want to achieve, and then sometimes we can get caught up in other things. And when we don't do this checking in that Star talks about, we can really find ourselves completely waylaid from what we've ultimately had desired. Now you're coming, and that's the energy you're coming into the week with. So strong major arcana energy for you and your person. Now, how do you see each other? Your person sees you as a Four of Cups. So they see you as somebody who's extremely independent. Four of Cups is someone who just doesn't take any help. They don't take any cups of love from anybody. Sometimes it can come across as really obstinate and obtuse in a way, right? But I think here I'm feeling very much the spirit of the wolf. Like your person very much sees you as a wolf, as a loner, as a fierce. And so they're seeing you this way this week. Whether you guys are together right now or not, this is how they're seeing you. Like you're just unwilling to accept a cup of love or a hand or help, etc. Now, it could be that they really do need it indeed, right? Excuse me, it could be that you really do need it indeed, right? But they are realizing that they can't give it to you, or that you're simply not willing to take it. Now, how do you see them? As a King of Cups. So there's love here. You see them as somebody who is the hunter, somebody who's after, you know, who wants. King of Cups can be kind of scorpionic energy, so this is somebody who can be very sort of obsessive sometimes, or very sort of focused on who it is that they want or the type of relationship that they want. King of Cups is certainly the dominant figure in a relationship in that sense, right? He's the hunter. He's the one who goes out and really hunts for his lover. And so the King of Cups is how you see them. So this could certainly be somebody who's hunting you, who's coming at you, and yet they do realize you're not sort of taking what they're coming at you with. Right, so this is quite interesting. It could very well be that, yeah, you may be having some caution here. You may be having some warning here. You may be unwilling to sort of take what it is they're handing you. Because a lot of times Four of Cups is also like, look, the cup of love you're handing me, I'm not really sure what comes with that. You know, what all comes with that? What kind of responsibilities now? Or, you know what I mean? Like, how are we going to interact with each other? Like, you're offering me a cup of love, but does that mean that you're going to be faithful, you're going to be communicative, or what have you? Sometimes we accept this cup from somebody before they show and prove. You know, sometimes I see Four of Cups as a show and prove card, you know, Sagittarius, in that sense that, and you're very much like that. And if you haven't been like that, maybe you should be, right? Because it's very much this idea of, okay, you know, put your money where your mouth is, meaning, you know, show me what kind of person you are. Don't just tell me you want to be with me, but show me why I should accept this cup of love, right? Because sometimes too often we just kind of take people at their word, and we find out later on that they aren't anything like they said they were, or they're certainly not anything like they portrayed themselves when they were all up in your ears, you know, dropping those sweet nothings, you know. So there needs to be more. And what do you guys desire? Well, your person desires Three of Pentacles. They desire more working integration. They desire working with you, right? So having you sort of somehow on board with them. And this kind of goes, interestingly, hand in hand with this Four of Cups, because it's like You know, they would only see you as a Four of Cups if they're the one handing you this cup of love. It could be that there's something going on here about work. Now, this could be a relationship, guys, Sagittarius. You could be involved with somebody who's really wanting to work with you on a material level or a work level, and it's somehow affecting your relationship this week. All right? This could be a relationship that you're already in, or it could be a new relationship or somebody who's coming into you, right? It all really depends. But what's happening here is that this person really wants to work with you further. They want more physical engagement with you. They want you more right next to them on a day-to-day basis, on a working basis, not just in sort of a relationship, right? Not just sort of in just taking that cup of love. Now, again, they see you as a Four of Cups because it could be what they're desiring you're not really copping to. This may have been a discussion that you've had before, or they may be coming in a little bit too fast and hard right now. What do you desire? Five of Cups. Here we see what's going on. Maybe it is that you're pulling away because you've been hurt in the past, because Five of Cups is really an internal power struggle that we have when we are constantly trying to get over the past, and not be pessimistic, but optimism for the future is kind of too difficult, right? It's an internal struggle. Internal force, like, you know, which way will we go? Which way will we allow ourselves to go? You know, which way is easier, harder, why? You know, that's the power struggle, because sometimes it's easier to wallow in the past rather than lift your head up to the future, because the fear of being hurt again can be very overwhelming. Sometimes we like living in the past, or we prefer wallowing in past pain because at least that's the pain we understand and know. Sometimes the idea of opening up to somebody in the future is much more frightening because the idea of being re-hurt or, you know, re-traumatized in some kind of bad breakup, but this time you have no idea what to expect. You don't know how bad it could possibly be, and yada yada, right? So it's like oftentimes this internal power struggle is because we are afraid of being hurt again, because that's something we don't understand. And so for you, this is something that you really desire, getting over that. And I think you desire to have sort of like lift your head up a little bit and be more, I want to say, optimistic about the future, Sagittarius, but this, again, is something that needs to be worked at. What needs to happen? Well, your person needs to really employ all of their skills here, magician energy. They really need to show up to the plate and be the magician for you and really sort of like show you what they can do. They really need to sort of, you know, not just wait back or sit back and you know what I mean? Like Sagittarius anyway, male, female, doesn't matter. You require somebody who's really sort of proactive, right? You don't like a wishy-washy person who's just going to sit back and, you know, wait for you to always, you want someone who's really going to sort of who knows who they are, who knows what their skills and talents are, and who uses them well. And that's the magician. He's the highest card in the deck for talent, and someone who knows how to use all of their talents and skills in a cohesive way to get what they want, to manifest what they want, no matter how incredible it seems. You know, the magician is associated with alchemy in that way, just as a lot of times the Sagittarius card for temperance can also sometimes be a card for alchemy in some decks when we talk about the Golden Dawn style decks. But in any case, we're talking about here using everything that you have to create something incredible out of it, right? And this is what your person needs to do. For you, Four of Wands is what needs to happen. So there needs to be a coming together of a real equal and powerful relationship. In order for you to sort of have what you desire, which is that overcoming the past, right, and looking to the future, somebody's going to have to come to you with like real equal honesty, respect, exactly the way you need it to happen. A Four of Wands is what needs to happen for you. Four of Wands is that relationship that is instantly perfect. It's not one where it's wishy-washy, where you have to work on it for a long time to get to that state. Four of Wands is Venus and Aries. So Aries having that new kind of new bold energy, and then Venus and love. So we're talking about that new kind of love connection that happens, but it happens really quickly and is so equal in terms of respect for each other and love for each other that it's an immediate twin flame journey. And this is what you desire. So if somebody can't bring that to you, you're not wanting it. And if this person can't bring that to the table, if they can't make you feel that, then I don't think this is going to happen anymore, any further, any longer. If it's a new relationship, it may not get off the ground. There is caution here. Remember, a feeling of like warning and caution. And again, I think the lesson here, Sagittarius, or the message here is certainly don't put up with less, right? Don't put up with less than what you need or require in this relationship, because there is a warning here. Even though there is no kind of negativity in their cards, my only warning comes from the spirit of the stranger in that sense that there's something here that maybe you don't know about. And again, it does require. Four of Cups is coming out again to say sort of like, look, it does need to really sort of show you more, prove more. And so, yes, the Magician has to happen for them. And again, for you, this relationship has to really kind of come together in like a really quick, strong manner for you to sort of have the energy to put into it, I think. Because you are still kind of getting over a past hurt. Show me what's going on for this connection with Sagittarius this week. Show me. Nine of Cups. Wow. Seven of Wands. And Nine of Wands. Okay, so this is what we're talking about. Somebody really is needing to come and sweep you off your feet, and you're just not willing to put up with less. Seven of Wands. Yes, you have valor, and you're willing to sort of fight for it, but are they willing to come to the table? Knight of Cups is not the most committed knight, but he's the one who comes and sweeps you off your feet, and I'm feeling like that's what you're needing, right? So male, female, doesn't matter, but you're needing this other person to be that Knight of Cups and to bring their A game for you to feel like it's worth fighting for with that Seven of Wands. Nine of Wands is here too, and Nine of Wands very much talks about this need for us all to sort of like realize how much of our own behavior has kept us alienated. So Sagittarius, you need to sort of, to a certain degree, think about, what kind of behavior have you been exhibiting that's been keeping you alienated from this Knight of Cups sort of coming in? Because Knight of Wands is definitely all about sort of like waking up to all of these wands we've put in place, right? All of these wands that we've kind of put in place to protect ourselves for a long time from the outside world, but now we realize we're just alienated. And these are hang-ups and ways of acting and behavior that we display and exhibit that, turn around and bite us in the ass, right? And really sort of, it's self-sabotaging sometimes. And it's just Nine of Wands is that hermit energy of realizing what is it about my own fire and my own way I go through life that ultimately causes me to be alienated from the things I truly desire. The new dawning, the progression, the sun that's behind her, right? So there's that waking up of that as well, Sagittarius. But certainly somebody needs to come in and really be that Nine of Cups for you this week in order for you to be able to exhibit that level of working and fighting for this connection that perhaps they might want to see. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it at that, Sagittarius. This is your reading this week for August 30th to September 6th. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and share if you did. And if you're new to my channel, hit the bell so you can be notified of my uploads. I will be uploading the September love reading this week. But for right now, guys, if you're regular, if you're new, whatever the case is, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for supporting Bow and Arrow Tarot. And I hope you guys stay safe, stay healthy, stay kind to each other, and I will see you in your next reading. Bye-bye, Sagittarius.